Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Hindsight, where we see bad situations that can be avoided by good reasoning. But sometimes a situation is unavoidable and self defense is needed to get you to safety.
Yeah, folks, we're back at it. We're still doing our thing here at the Hindsight. Today's case involves one Saul Mata Vellegas, or Vellagas. Mr. Suave could get the pronunciation right for me when he's ready. This gentleman won a large settlement, $96,000, from a car accident. So instead of this guy taking the money and going directly home, or leaving the money in a bank, he goes, takes the money all in cash, puts it in a briefcase, goes ahead, decides to party with three young ladies, ladies of the night, we'll say. So after visiting these three young ladies in a hotel room, after a certain time, two masked gunmen enter. Well, I should say gunmen. They were armed. They rush into the hotel room. They leave with the settlement money and get into a getaway car and just peel out. So he lost all his money, and it looks like was some type of setup, it appears to be. So these young ladies are at large. They're still at large, so are the gunmen. And there's three pictures of these ladies of the evening. So this happened in the Bronx, New York, one of the 5 boroughs of New York. Some people may say, hey, this is just regular, it's the Bronx, so, hey, I'll leave it there and have Mr. Suave go in first. Suave, what's going on?
What's good, fellas? Good Monday night quarterbacking for everybody, for all. Oh, man, here we go with the, should I say fuckery again? Lord. But you know what? I can't even see what this dude was doing. Oh, I'm going in on him. I got to. I'm going to get him. I got to get him. So before I get him, I'm just going to let y'all know, here on the Hindsight, these views are our views and our views alone. These are facts, opinions, whatever we feel like saying. This all for entertainment, some educational, whatever you want to use it for. Don't go around saying we here and help you get your ass beat, or you try to throw hands with somebody, say the Hindsight said, this is how you throw a punch. If you got punched in the jaw, hey, that wasn't us. We might have said it, but it was all on educational purposes, entertainment purposes. So keep that in mind. And the trolls out there, we know you out there. We like you. We love you. Keep feeding on you. We eating on you. Into the story. So I never heard the dude's name, beat physicist. So I'm just going to assume his name is pronounced Saul Mata Vellegas. That sounds pretty on point to me. That's the best I can say it from not ever hearing his name. So I'm going to go with that. Saul Mata Vellegas. So, oh man, I've been in the South for a minute. So this is what we call a lick. This dude got a lick. He got a 96K lick. That means he got a bag, a settlement, a money, whatever you want to call a come up. This was an ultimate come up. 96K for a car accident settlement. That's not life changing, but that's on halfway. Well, New York, that's damn near a year's salary or rent salary. So it's not life changing in New York. But you take that in any other state, you eating good. But in New York, that's cutting in, I say, halfway into you getting on to the up and up. This goddamn fool. Can I slap him 2 times with my backhand? That's just what I want to do. And 2 times with the front hand, I just want to do that. I just want to grab him by the coat, holler, what you doing, man? Really? Give me that money from you. He got hit up by the stick-up kids. That's what happened to him. This was a long setup. He was, you know what? And I can't be mad at him. Growing up in New York, sometimes you saw the dudes who had the nicest cars, the nicest chains, the nicest money. They were the dudes who was in the gangs and dudes in the dope boys and whatnot. And you saw what they had, and it was like they was flossing, they was flashing, almost like the old school rappers from back in the day. It was flashy, flossing. Okay, that's a persona and that's a lifestyle. You want 96K off a car accident. This is not your persona or lifestyle to go on and say, hey, you know what? I'm a big man. I'm going to put that in a briefcase, all cash. I'm going to walk around the city with it. Man, you forget where you at? You in the goddamn Bronx. You in New York City. What you think was gonna happen? You know what happened? He said, you know what? I'm not gonna go home. I'm not gonna help my family that he claims he needed to help. I'm not gonna put it in the bank. That's someone who has some common sense would do. I'm not gonna pay off all my debt for the rest of the year and be maybe left with like 30 grand so I could really make some investments. I ain't gonna do that. Man, I'm not gonna go buy a damn fat Cuban cigar, maybe a bottle of Hynde, a bottle of Yak, something. I ain't gonna do that. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go get me some old raggedy. I can't stress that raggedy enough. He went and got some old raggedy, thotty call girls, stripper, hookers, whatever you want to call them. You know what? I can't even say they were from Hunts Point because Hunts Point might have a little more class than what I saw of these three females, these three individuals. Oh Lord. So, Mr. Vellagas, your standards are out of control. No, you can give money to the blind, but you still can't tell the blind what he's looking at. He just don't know. So, man, so he said, you know what? I'm not doing none of those things that someone, you ain't even got to be sane, someone who got some common sense, or even an ounce of common sense would do. He said, I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to ball out. Not even in a hotel. I'm going to ball out in a motel in the Bronx. Okay, it's a little more uptown. Like a beef physicist said, it's still like Manhattan College. But nonetheless, you went to a motel, looks seedy as hell, looks nasty and raggedy as hell, just like the raggedy chicks he decided to party with. And what happened? He went over there, he had a good time. So now him and the three old raggedy thoughts are having a good time. Hey, I'm gonna call a friend to bring some beers and some stuff over. Okay. See, now we always talk about me, be physicists, and RIP Sensei Buddha. We always used to talk about your awareness, your situational awareness, and things like that. And Sensei Tai, when he gets on, he's gonna say the same thing. All right, you got no common sense. You did all this nonsense, but now you're in the room. Common sense. You're living in New York. You have to have more some street sense. Situational awareness. I'm in a motel. The three old nasty scuzz buckets, right? And and they say they're gonna call somebody to bring something over. Man, if my spider sense ain't tingling, man, if my third eye ain't coming about, if hairs on the back of my neck ain't starting to flare up, like, man, I need to get the hell up out of there. Who they calling? Because I done broke the chain and showed them the bag of money. I showed them the suitcase. Hey, you ever see 96K in cash? Check that out. So they know what I got. Hell, everybody know what I got now. Because I just let everybody know. So I guess he didn't have that. He didn't have that situational awareness to realize, you know what? She's bringing some friends over. He probably thought they were bringing maybe 2 or 3 more hookers over. He was going to have a super grand old time. What happened? The hoodies and the ski mask showed up. Chitty, bang. That's what happened. And what happened with him? Briefcase gone. All the hoes gone. And the dudes, chitty, bang, they're all gone. So they have video surveillance. So you just see the dudes pulling up in the Jeep, getting out, guns and ski masks, pop in the motel, pop out, gone. Now he's sad. Now he calling the police. Now he wants some help. Brother, how you going to commit a crime? Prostitution not legal in New York. Being a call girl, they try to church it up. Once you have to cross that line, you exchange some dollars. That is still prostitution. It is a world old profession. We all know that. We all know this, but it's still illegal in the state of New York. So you calling the cops on a crime that you already committed, and then you're on another crime. It's like a drug dealer getting robbed by another drug dealer and calling the cops. What's with that? You don't do that. So, man, I tell you, this dude is out of control. He just so goddamn useless. I'm not mad that he got robbed. I'm happy he got robbed. And that money is gone. That is cash money on hand. None of them people he was trying to find, they ain't gonna find these people. That cash is like and I guarantee you they're still in the state right now. They're not worrying about this idiot. They just looking at him like, you a goddamn fool. You complaining about, oh, I needed that money from my family. I was gonna help my family move. He was all worried about your little dang. That's all you was worried. That's all you was worried about. And dang. And you got some of the 3 raggedy, nastiest old Scott buckets, swashbucklers I ever seen in the state of New York. And that's what you decided to spend. How much did that cost you? $96,000. $96,000 cash. That's what that cost you. I bet you. I hope you had more than one Viagra. I hope you had your money's worth. I hope you had some Yingling, or I hope you had a little bit of something to make it last. I hope that was memorable. I know it was memorable. You saw that gun come through the door. Your eyes opened up. You said, "Oh man, what's going on?" But you thought they stole the girls? No, fool. Them girls was part of the plan. You were the lick. That lick you actually got hurt for and got. Yeah, they marked you, they tricked you, and they took that right up off your hands. And you know what? You deserved it because you ain't know what you was doing with that. You know what, man? My grandma always used to say, money go where money is. He ain't had no money, so that money had to leave his hands. So, Sensei Tai, all you, brother. I'm done with this fool.
Okay. I just finally composed myself from all this laughing I was doing. Being that it's Easter Sunday, it's appropriate to quote some scripture. Somewhere in a good book, it says, a fool and his money are quickly separated. This guy, man, Lord have mercy. Why would you walk around with $96,000 from your settlement in your briefcase? And I'm looking at some. Oh my God. This guy, like you said, he went to a motel. He stayed local. He went to a motel. He got prostitutes. He's snitching on himself to the cops that he hired prostitutes. He probably got charged for that. I don't know. The Post or the Daily News will report it here in New York City soon enough. But he told on himself. And he was taking care of his family. But you're taking care of your family. You're walking around with $96,000 of your settlement money in your briefcase, and you're getting dirty with some of these chicks. Yo, it's so many things went wrong here. I mean, you said a lot of it, Brother Suave. You really put it down. But this guy, man, situational awareness. He's not being smart. You carrying your whole stash with you. All I could think about when I first heard of this case is the notorious B.I.G. song, "Player Hater." You've been robbed. That's Son's theme song right there. And the pictures I seen of these young ladies, I'm not disrespecting or anything, because I'm not the most handsome brother out here. But these were not like super fine sisters right here he had. You know what I'm saying? And they lined them up perfectly. They got him up to the Van Cortlandt motel, not even a hotel, but the Van Cortlandt motel. He allowed them to call their people, and he got lined up. Like, I hear cases all the time where, people, they flashing their money and stuff on Instagram. Even on, what's this show I was looking at on YouTube? Money and Violence. On Money and Violence, the dude, they were partnering up with good-looking ladies and say, hey, man, we see this guy's stuff on Instagram. See if you could connect with him and go out with him, go to his house, take pictures of the layout, and we're going to do a push-in. When you're there one day, we won't hurt you, but we're gonna stick him up. This guy got rolled super easy. I mean, it's super easy if it's your first night out with them, assuming it was the first night out, and you got rolled within a couple of hours, because you had a motel. You're not at a hotel. You had a motel, so you got rolled. I mean, I tried to be kind and not too abrasive, but this guy was really, really dumb. He should be glad that he walked away with his life, because they could have beat the bricks off of this dude, or worse. And now everybody knows, even though it was only March at the time, he is simp of the year for sure. There's not going to be another story that types this type of simptitude right here.
Okay, I have to interject for a second. Sensei Tai, could you explain to the listeners what a simp is?
A simp is a total sucker who spends money on women expecting some type of special privileges. They try to buy the love. I mean, my man spent $96,000 trying to buy the love and try to be fresh and impressed, and all he did was get stuck. And what makes it so comical, like Brother Suave talked about, he called the police and said, hey, I hired some prostitutes and they robbed me. They lined me up to get robbed. That is like the dumbest thing I've heard in my life. And his picture is all over the place. This dude is like, yo, this dude's I don't know where he lives. Well, I would tell him to move, but he's kind of $96,000 down, so he probably can't really move anywhere right now. But I'm like, yo, this dude, he's simp of the year. It was only March, but nothing's going to happen between April and December that is as dumb as this. Top simp in New York City so far. Period.
Okay. I'm taking a look at the reviews of the motel. And just to give the listeners a bit of context, I'm hearing I'm reading one comment saying, I heard a guy got robbed here at gunpoint for $96,000 on Sunday, shaking my head. So even the reviews, it's basically a 2.5-star motel. And I think that's with people being generous.
How many stars do you expect to get out of a motel? I mean,
yeah, 2.5 stars. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one comment by a gentleman that says, "Don't go here if you want Michael Myers to kill you." Shaking my head. So
it used to be a hotel that used to house homeless people.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So they said, we're going to make some money off this. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have another comment that says, "Very low standard, and it looks like a place where a man on the run goes to hide out." So
El Chapo.
Yeah.
For real.
So I think that, one thing. Now, I'm not condoning any of this type of illegal activity. Now, let's say you, for whatever reason, you wanted to engage in the company of a female. Now, a motel is cheap, but I imagine, since you came into a little paper, $96,000, you may want to upgrade just a little bit and maybe stay in a Holiday Inn or, I don't know.
I got something better for you, sir.
Okay.
You go on to Nevada with it's legal, and they're checked and clean. Or you go out to the Bunny Ranch, and you go to professionals, okay, and you won't get robbed. Like that. You have your fill legally, cleanly, and then go back home and move your family. You're so worried about.
Yeah, go to a hotel, man, where a concierge is gonna stop people coming in and out. Like, who are you here to see? Are you checking in? To find out who. I mean, you had a motel, bro. A motel? Seriously? Unbelievable. This is like dumbass on a way different level. And I don't even like to talk about people like that. But this dude, man, he really put himself out there. But this shows you, man, when people are not used to having money, the money, certain things like this expose you. I mean, money, I don't think changes you. It shows who you are. And this guy was not the sharpest knife in the drawer. He's lucky to be alive because it could have, like when I was coming up in the Bronx, because I grew up in the Bronx, like we had, I don't want to say the housing development because I don't want to stereotype the housing development, but there was a housing development in the South Bronx where we would go to this club called the Winter's Palace back in the day. And we knew to be careful of the young ladies because the young ladies would talk to you to try to lure you back to their apartment in this particular housing project with the promise of fun to be had. And the goons would be waiting for you, and they would take the shoes off your feet and everything else, man.
Wow.
And the drawers, give me your sock, give me everything.
They would do that to just embarrass you. You know what I'm saying? And knuckle you down. This guy, he gotta know better than that. He should have, but he didn't apparently. But how you gonna go to a motel? How you gonna stay local? At least go take a bus trip and go to Atlantic City or something, man. Go to Foxwoods or Mohegan Sun. Hang out, ball out. Get your own little entourage. Have a little bottle service. At least he would have been safe. He would have still had some money left. But I don't know, man. This guy is just a real asinine, man. He's lucky to be alive.
Okay. One thing that I did notice, he did say that, the money was for my family. And, I have a hard time believing that because usually if something's for your family, family would be first. So I would think that the first place,
obviously not.
yeah. So in my opinion, the first place you would go would be to go home to your family. And if you expose the 96,000 to anybody, you should expose it to your family. But here we see that somebody else, well, some other people got exposed to the $96,000 first. And then they took the $96,000.
You broke the rule. You gotta take care of business, business before pleasure. Or as even though he's a simp and is not up on a pimp game, I mean, I was looking at one documentary where they were interviewing some pimps in the Bronx. I think it was called Pimps Up, Hoes Down. And one thing one of the pimps said, that's what it was called. That's what it was called.
Yeah, I know the documentary.
what the pimp said, he said, the rule is purse first, ass last. He didn't follow that rule.
I'm having a hard time following for our listeners. What does that mean?
Well,
Break it down, brother.
What that means, you got to handle business first. Take care of the things that you need to do. Take care of your family. Take care of your overhead. Take care of any liabilities that need to be reconciled. Then you do the things you want to do, which is the fun stuff. There's generally no tangible return. He just did the total opposite. He went for the fun, what he thought was the fun and easy things first, and now he cannot handle the things he needed to do. He should have been. I don't know. Just looking at the photo of the brother, I would imagine that he was probably from the Dominican Republic or of said ancestry. But you figure he would be wiring money to La República Dominicana or going to see his people and breaking off bread or something. But he went to do this, carrying around all the money in a briefcase, pure cash. He lucky, man. They could have chopped this dude's hand off. All type of crazy stuff. People have done worse for a lot less. But he broke the rule. He didn't go. He went for the booty first, and that was his undoing.
So it was possibly allegedly Dominican brother here. Okay.
Yeah, allegedly. I don't. just based on I don't know. Just based on his appearance, and here in New York City, more than likely, because before Puerto Ricans were the dominant Spanish-speaking demographic, but now it's Dominicans. And just based on his look, he looks what would be Dominican. But that could be wrong. It doesn't really matter. He's just because there's like he's not the smartest guy. Period. No matter where he's from, he didn't do the right. If you're taking care of your family, how you walking around with cash? No, you didn't even put 10% away. You walking around with all of it. You have nothing. I tell you what, somebody's having a party right now, and I bet you people were dressed fresh for Easter today off of his money. Again. People were fresh to death today. Believe that.
That tithe offering was thick.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to know. I'm done. I'm done with this dude. I'm done with him. I just want to know. Did he have a wife? Did he have some kids? What can you possibly say to them? Hey, sorry, Papi lost the money. Really? What happened, Papi? What happened, baby? Well, I guess you haven't seen the news lately, but I was robbed. Come on, son. I just feel bad for the family. I care less for him, and I'm glad he got robbed. He deserved to get robbed for any other legal money he get for he's so stupid. But don't go out there and do that now. Like I said, it was a joke. It was a joke. Take it easy. I just feel bad for whatever he entitles or what entails his actual family is. I feel bad for them because if this was really supposed to help them out, he played them so hard. He played them so hard. Man, what a damn fool. I'm done with this dude.
Yeah, I feel sorry. I agree with you, brother. I feel bad for the family because there may actually be people who are relying on him and who supported him. Because if he was injured enough at one point to win a settlement, somebody was probably taking care of him, man. So, those people were down with him and, and relying on him. And he didn't honor, man. He just so didn't. Yeah, you know what? I'm done with him too, man. No. I'm just done. I'm done. I can't even form proper sentences thinking about how
aggravating. I'm done with this dude.
You know?
Well, yeah, I suppose that we could get done with him, but if he does have a wife and she does happen to be a Bronx native or a New York native, let's just say she happens to be a Latina woman, then he's gonna have a rough couple of weeks or months.
And he did well deserving. What do you mean? This should be no more family. What he got to offer now?
Yeah, I would say it's a wrap for him. But yeah, I think that's it, folks. We beat this one down. The website is hindsight.com, HYNDESITE.com. I think Brother Ty may have some contact information if you have any martial arts questions, specific questions, or whatever. You can reach out to him. Ty, is there any contact info you want to give to the listeners?
Yeah, sure. They can reach me at T Turner at TOANYC.com. Again, T Turner at TOANYC.com.
All right. Sounds good. Okay, folks, take care of yourselves, take care of your family, take care of those around you. Be safe out there, and we'll talk to you next time.
Take care of your settlement money. Peace.
Don't carry it in the briefcase. Word.